let's start by arranging our environment the way that we want it. So as you can see, we have multiple views here that I can toggle by clicking the buttons here. It looks like two arrows. If I click here, for instance, all of these kind of collapse to the right here. And it doesn't really matter if I click this one or if I click this one, they all toggle and disappear to the right. Okay, so I would say that, for instance, if we were to start with the electronics, we might not really need this view here, the layers display. So what we can do is, if we hover our cursor over here, you will see these three dots pop up. If you click here, you can see here that you can dock this to different parts of the window, like dock right, dock left, right? And if we go here to, let me see here, up here, and you go to view, this is where you can show or hide these displays, right? So I believe it was the display layers panel that we wanted to hide. So now it's gone, right? And down here we have the sheets, so we don't actually need that now. We can keep it, but we can hide it. So just do like this, right? Okay, you see. And these are actually three different displays. So here we have the place components display. We have, let me see, we have the selection filter display, and at the bottom we have the inspector, right? So you can see that I can collapse these by double clicking. This might be a bit confusing, so what I'll do is I'll click this symbol here, right, and dock this to the left, right? So this is the display we use to place our electronic components, right? And this, we need this, so we'll keep this open, right? And the inspector as well, if we double click, it will fold out and we'll see it, right? Let me see, we have a selection filter that we can keep that as well. We can move these into a tab format instead, so by clicking like that. Now we have our inspector here, and we'll see what the inspector actually does in a moment. We have the selection filter here. So that's how you arrange your displays, right? And you can also change the size of the display like that, right? And you can also detach them from the main window by doing like this. Keep left, for instance. Now it's detached, so you can, if you have an additional screen, you can drag it off, right, to a different screen. This can be very handy if you have a lot of components and you don't want to scroll around. You can place this in the middle here, right? Yeah, I like having it here. It's nice to the side here, and yeah, we can make our let's make things a bit more simple. We can actually hide a bit more. Let's hide our sheets like that, and let's hide our selection filter for now. So we only have two displays, right? We have our place components and we have our inspector here, right? Yeah, so that's how we arrange our views.